All right, good morning. Today is May the 5th. Is that Cinco de Mayo? Happy Cinco de Mayo. Today is Cinco de Mayo 2023. The time is about 01:45. And I'm going to tell you about how Harbor Interfaith has done it again. Okay, I'm not going to give you the big ball because it's too much. It's a big dookie that you can't process. But this the one thing about how they're going, no matter how, whatever idea I come up with to keep my stuff from being stolen and keep my stuff from being safe, they find a way to train wreck it and backdoor it, and somehow there I am fucked again. Okay, so the pattern here was my stuff was getting stolen. My stuff was getting stolen every day. I complain about it. They're not putting cameras in the dorms under the umbrella of invasion of privacy, which I proved is bullshit because there's no reasonable expectation for privacy. But that's a different subject. So they won't put cameras in the dorms. Their suggestion is to put your stuff that you can't keep in your cabinet, a lockable cabinet that were issued in our little sleeping area, into our bins. Okay. So then my idea was to get a toolbox, keep all my wallet, my money, and everything in the front, in the security office, where there is a camera, because we can't keep it in the lobby with the RAs. They don't want to be responsible. But in the security office, we got to come in and check. Well, that lasted about a month, maybe a month and a half. Then, miraculously, Black Knight says, we don't want to be liable either after I complained about one of their guards breaking into my toolbox. So here's the thing. Instead of watching the video, instead of watching the recorded DVR video, they just disclaim responsibility, and now nobody can keep anything in the security office. Once again, we're forced to bring it back into our dorm area and put it in this locked cabinet or lockable cabinets, which have no cameras in there. So what happens is your shit gets stolen anyway, and I'll tell you how. You just reach, you pull. Okay, look, there's two doors. Let me hold it with my legs. See if we can do this. Two doors, boom, right, and then the lock goes right. The lock goes like right here. So these are the doors closing. Doop, the lock would go right here through a little latch. Okay, what people do is they pull the door open. As they reach up top, pull the door open, even with the lock on, until it's about like that, and then they just reach inside and take what the fuck they want. Okay, and so that does no good. Here's the problem with the bins. Only Carmen has the key for the bins. And they're only accessible between 9 o'clock and 5 o'clock. From 9 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock a day. Now, if you get in from work or if you're just getting in, whatever, after that, you don't have access to the bins, which do have cameras and are behind a lock gate, but there's no access, no reasonable access for day-to-day taking in and out, especially for money and stuff like that. You're forced to keep it in these cabinets with no fucking lock key, with no real security and no cameras. So when stuff gets stolen, I make the complaint every day. Oh, well, we're not responsible. We can't do anything about it. We don't know who did it. Okay, so you get the idea, right? And this is how they're forcing you, once again, no matter what I come up with, they're forcing you to put it in these cabinets. So I come up with another idea. I say, well, since they're just pulling it open, let me get some JB Weld 2-part epoxy, the putty stuff, and weld the shit out of one of the sides of the doors. I figured, if they can't stop it, they won't do anything about it. I have a right to protect my fucking my property, right? I mean, I'm already homeless. What little meager shit I got in there is like, I'm 51. I don't have a house, a car. I got that bike right there. If you see it, those clothes right over there, this hat right here, that's what I own at 51. So I'm trying to hold on to it. Anyway, back to what I did. So I 2-part epoxy one of the sides, forcing, you're not going to get that open, forcing only one door to open. And that way I had to reach inside to get into that side like this. And they couldn't pull it open because the latch is now doing its job. There's only that much playroom. They couldn't get their arm in. So here goes Carmen becoming in charge again. Has a hard-on for all addicts because she's a recovering addict, right? And I'm number one because I made a statement, and more overly because I do shit like this and post it on YouTube, and then send the links to like ABC News, hoping and praying to God somebody sees it and will help me. Not yet, but anyway. So it was like this for 2 months, no problem. Carmen becomes in charge. Within 3 days, there's an inspection, and I have one of the RAs, which is the assistants, come to me. Did you put some glue or something on the back of your thing? So I know this is Carmen with a heart on for me. 2 months is like nothing. But here we are. Did you glue? I said, yeah. He's like, I don't think you're allowed to do that. Didn't ask me to remove it. Just said, I don't think you're allowed to do it. I said, okay. Well, I guess I'll be hearing from Carmen, won't I? I come home the following day. My shit is dug out. Like somebody took a fucking saw or something, a keyhole saw, and cut the shit out of that one side, inside. Okay? Now, that's breaking and entering. That is issued to me, even though it's temporary housing, it's issued to me. I'm the sole proprietor of the key. That lock I bought, I am the only one with the key to it. It is for the understanding of putting my valuables, my phone, my wallet in there. As part of the fucking temporary structure. It's fucking breaking and entering, felony breaking and entering. So I bring this up, and all of a sudden, the staff have no idea of what. No, we didn't do it. No, I just told them we inspected, and in Carmen, we told Carmen. So none of the staff have accountability. I recorded each conversation I have with every staff member. Nobody knows. So that tells me once again that which we know is the staff, right? But they're trying to blame it on the residents and the lack of accountability because there's no fucking cameras. Where's the fairness in that?